It's a very popular Instagram advice that when you don't know what to pursue yourself. But I'm gonna add to it. The original advice should be, if you don't know what to pursue the Quran. Because when you pursue the Quran, it teaches you how to pursue yourself correctly. It teaches you how to be disciplined. It gives you structure. So you gotta, wake up for Fajr. So then you better sleep at earlier, right? You have fixed posture. You have fixed mantra. You dhikr something frequently. There is repetition, and doing something over and over rewire our brain. And now you do fast, you restrain yourself, you teach yourself that you can hold rein on your impulses, and it's not that hard. It teaches you how to choose the right career. It tells you to find your natural disposition. And guess what? Now you have to explore a lot of things. Maybe you need to explore what you are naturally, gravitate towards. What are the things that comes easy to you? It could be math, art, science, or I don't know, sports, games, something, right? And now it teaches you how to communicate better. It teaches and suggested you that do not hold back anything, any truth that you want to say to somebody, but you don't want to hurt their feelings, so you're just suppressing it. No, say it in the respectful way. Because if you don't say what you want to say, what you need to say, Allah will create the atmosphere, the situation where you will be forced to say, and it would come out, it would just blast in a very wrong way, right? And it teaches you how to find your spouse, how to become the right partner for the kind of person you were looking for. It teaches you, God forbid, if you went through or you have to go through divorce, how to come out of the relationship in the right way, how to raise children, how to be a daughter, how to be siblings, how to be a good cousin, a friend, how to be a good citizen. And it teaches you that your body is not yours. You don't own it. It's just a trust on you. It's just an amana. If you are just the caretaker, then you have to take care of it, right? You have to drink more water, you have to eat right, you cannot eat mindlessly because it's not yours. You do not have the right to do whatever the hell you want to do. You just can't. Then you have to hit the gym. Now you feel good, now you look good, now you take care of your appearance, now you look polished, you smile frequently, you say good words, you don't say hurtful things, you don't gossip, you don't backbite. And oh, another thing. So when you start to read the Quran, you realize, you know what? I don't understand the language because it's not my mother tongue. Then what you have to do, you have to learn the language, right? And then you are learning language, so it's increasing your neuroplasticity. Your mind sharpens. You are never stagnant. You are always um, improvising your mind and brain. And then when you learn the language, you realize, you know what, my recitation is not that melodious, it could be better. And then you know what you do, you start to learn tajweed, you learn to follow people who have very beautiful recitation, and then you practice. So you have to practice, you have to train your voice, you have to work on your breathing, and then you have to kind of repeat it, so you have to memorize it as well. So can you see, like, you are making your cognition, like cognitive strength, without even realizing it. And the list is never ending, to be honest. Like when you read tafsir, when you try to understand, there is hundreds of thousands of hours of work in the internet, and you can like listen to it, read to it. It's very interesting time to be alive, honestly. Like we cannot give excuse to Allah that we didn't know it. ignorance cannot be our excuse because we have a lot of things in our disposal. So yeah, and then you realize, you know what, I need to make a will. I need to give this certain way. You start to be more productive, and now you are a healthy, wealthy person who goes early to bed and early to rise. It's you know, all along we were thinking we were reading a book, we were reading a structure, but you know what, it was reorganizing and rebuilding us. It was, it was improving and making right our sleep, our body, our mind, our health, our career, our relationship. And the more we learn the Quran, we learn about human nature, the history, the psychology, the law and ethics and morals. And it just teaches us how to self-critic without being extremely harsh, because throughout the Quran the theme is there is always hope, there is always light end of the tunnel. Doesn't matter what you do, you can always come back. And when you grow up and with that mentality day in and day out, it just does something in your personal life as well. It shows that you're human, you can mess up, but you can always go back. You have to realize, you have to apologize, you have to change your course, right? So that's something very important. And yeah, it teaches you to be patient, because in Quran there is two things or three things. I mean, obviously there are 1,000 things, but very comforting, I find personally. With hardship comes ease. So it doesn't matter what's going on in your life. It could be the harshest of tests, but there is ease that came along with it. Doesn't matter if you can see it or not, but it came, and it's a guarantee because it's a promise of Allah. Then Allah is near you. Even if when you are looking at the sky, Allah notices. So you don't have to, you know, keep your wound alive and raw just to get the acknowledgement. But human being has this urge to get acknowledged, and guess what, Allah acknowledges, Allah witness, Allah has recorded every single thing, and He sees us. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. Allah is enough for us. And yeah, Allah is always with us. You can always go back and turn back, because over His throne He wrote that my mercy should come before my wrath, my anger. So you can mess up, obviously fear Allah more than you love Him, but there's always hope.